Welcome to Motivational Monday. Today we're going to kind of wrap up turning frustrated buyers into excited, loyal lifetime customers, right? And we went through the thinking and understanding, so we know what we're dealing with here, and we really dove into showing empathy. One of the most important things, I hear you and I understand you and I feel you, and even I'm sorry, right? And we moved on to this with reassuring them, I got your back and I'm gonna take care of you, right? So let me just give you kind of an outline, the few things that we can do to go ahead and, it's not enough to listen and show that we want to help them. We actually now got to do it. We want to help them, right? So the keys are, of course, attitude. We've already talked about that. That's why we went through our thinking. We can't look at the frustrated buyer as that's part of our job, isn't it, to handle this? But this is not an interruption to our day. It's the purpose for our day. We talked about active listening, and throughout this process, we have to listen well, not interrupt. And listening well, of course, means sometimes taking notes and repeating or affirming what we heard. And we have to continue to ask good questions to understand. Some of these frustrations are simple, and we don't have to ask more questions to understand. Some of them take a little bit more understanding, and that's active listening, ask good questions, right? And the cycle continues with that. But once we've kind of agreed on the situation, now we have to game plan a solution, right? How are we gonna take care of them? So with your customer, now's the time to say, okay, here's what we're gonna do. And you have to outline and lay out the game plan for what you're going to do and when you're going to do it and how you're going to do it. This is very important. Give your frustrated customer a vision for how you're going to turn this around, okay? Now, once that game plan is activated, once you're moving forward, constant communication, how important is that? What if you have a game plan and we don't keep our customer up to date? They'll become frustrated again. So part of our game plan is setting the proper expectations for time and communication, and of course, following up that game plan with actually communicating where we are is extremely important, right? And of course, there's delivery. Now that we've set a game plan and we stayed in touch with them and we've completed it. Now when we're back with the buyer and we're delivering the car back to them, now is the time to set the stage for excited loyal lifetime customer. We sure appreciate you. We're glad that we've got this taken care of for you. You're gonna get a survey. If you're happy the way I turn this around for you, please send it in and please what? Give me tens, right? So don't forget, now that we've moved beyond, we've handled this, we've taken care of the problem, we've communicated well, now's the time that we're not just making up for past mistakes, we're setting the stage for a loyal lifetime buyer, okay? So, what are we gonna do? Great attitude, active listening, asking good questions, and we're gonna set a game plan, we're gonna communicate properly, and at delivery, we're gonna cement that relationship and ask for that perfect 10. And when they give you that perfect 10, they now have said to themselves, I've forgotten the past, I'm ready to go forward in this relationship. Good selling.